Well, hello and welcome to the CAD tutorial channel. Today we're going to be working on Newton's Cradle, but this time we're going to be doing it in SolidWorks. I'm going to break this video down into two parts. The first part will be the creation of the part files and bringing it over and making an assembly and constraining it properly. And then in video two, we'll go ahead and bring it over to simulation and make it function and work. Okay, as always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have any ideas for future video content, please leave it in the comments below. Just like we did in the other video, we're going to make the part files. We're going to go ahead and begin with the base. I've started up a new part file here in SolidWorks. We're using SolidWorks 2020. I've gone ahead and changed my units down here to inch, pound, seconds, and we're ready to get going. So we're going to start with creating a sketch on the top plane. And we're going to use a rectangle, center point rectangle for this, and we'll draw it out. On this, we'll throw some smart dimensions on that. We'll go 9 across. And we'll go 6 in this direction. Okay, from there, we're going to go ahead and use the offset command. We'll set that at a distance of 0.5. And we're going to use offset geometry construction. And we'll pick it. It's going the wrong way, so we'll flip it. Okay, there it is. Okay, we'll take some circles and we'll put a circle in each of these corners. We'll set it to a radius of 0.125. So this is a 1/2 inch in from the outer perimeter. Okay, that should complete our geometry. So we'll exit out of the sketch and we'll go ahead and extrude it. And a 1/2 inch should do us just fine. Doesn't matter which direction. All right, to finish this off, I'm going to right click on the part file and go to materials, edit material. And when we simulate, materials are important. This particular part's not that critical in this, so let's just go find something that'll look nice. We'll try that. All right, from there, just to save as, we'll go ahead and place it in its own folder like we do with all of our assemblies. And we'll call it base 1. Okay, first part done, second part ready to go. So we'll go File and New, and we'll start a new part file. We'll double check our units. IPS is all's good. And this one, we're going to make the support. So we'll go ahead and start with a sketch on the front plane. And we'll just start with some line work off the origin. We'll come on up, and then we'll come on over, and then we'll come on back down. Okay, we're going to pick this line, use Shift key and pick this line, and we're going to make those equal to each other. We'll throw some dimensions on this. I'm going to go from this point up to the top, and we'll set this to 7. And then we'll go from this line to this line, and we'll make that 8. I'll go ahead and throw a fillet on the top, and we'll set that at a radius of 0.5. And we'll accept that. Okay. All right, so our first sketch is done. We'll exit out of that sketch, and we'll find the right plane to make our next sketch, which should be the top plane. And we'll start a sketch on that. We'll create a circle. And we'll set that to 0.125 diameter. And that one is done. Exit out of the sketch. Go to features. And then we're going to sweep this. It should find our sketch. Then we need to pick our profile. And we'll use sketch 1. And that's good. Okay, again, with the first part, we'll go ahead and make a material. And now we need something with some rigidity to it. So I don't see anything in my defaults. So let's go edit material. And we'll just use a chrome steel cast. Chrome stainless steel should be fine. Okay. We'll save this off. And we'll call it support 1. All right, last part file for this one. So we'll go new, part file. We'll double check our units. And we'll start a sketch. And our sketch will be on our front plane. We'll draw a circle from the origin. And that's going to be at 0.495 for the diameter. So we're going to be just slightly under an inch, or 0.495 for the radius will be just slightly under an inch for the diameter. All right. I draw a line. And we'll trim that. And then we'll exit out of the sketch and we will go to features and we'll revolve that along the axis here. Okay. Now it's time to make the connecting rods or strings. Okay, so we are going to use the right plane. And we're going to bring a line up off the origin, up. Second line off the origin, up. We'll take both of these lines and make them equal to each other. So shift key, pick both lines equal. All right, we're going to put a smart dimension across the top. And that should be 5. And then we'll put a smart dimension from this point to the origin. And we'll set that at half the distance. Okay, now one more dimension. That'll be the height. And well, we got 7 inches minus a half, so we'll go 5 inches tall. All right, fully constrained, so that sketch is done. We'll exit out of it. Roll our model a little bit. And we'll find the front plane to create the next sketch in. We'll create a little tiny circle at the origin. Put a dimension on that of 0.05. Okay. And we'll exit out of that sketch. We're going to go features. And we're going to sweep sketch 3. The path will be sketch 2. We're going to pick bidirectional. And we're going to keep it normal to the constant. That'll fix our tops a little bit for us. And we'll click OK. All right, I want to double check that our tops look all right. Oops, wrong view. Okay, so I want that little peak to go that way on that side and that way on that side, so that's good. All right, last thing we're going to do is we're going to put some points right in here. So I'm going to go to the point command, pick here, pick the circle and put that in the center. Okay, I got an extra point accidentally. Just delete that. Okay, so there's the point we need. Exit out of that sketch. And we'll put one on over here. So again, point on the surface, right in the center. Okay. Done and done. And I did it again. Second little point out in space. Okay. All right. Now we need a heavy material for this. So we'll go into the material choices. Edit material. Other metals. Then we'll go ahead and use lead. And we'll save this off. All right, so our part files are done. And we're ready to go ahead and assemble it. So we'll go ahead and start a new assembly file. And we'll go ahead and bring our parts in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get everything I need now. So I'm going to Control C and Control V. I need. Okay, so let's fight me there. So we'll just insert that part a couple more times. Two, three, four, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Oh, I know why it wanted to fight me. The ball came in first, so it's fixed. So we'll right click on that ball and we'll float it. And we'll take our base and we'll right click on that and we'll fix that. Okay. So now it's time for our constraints. We'll go ahead and start with our supports. We'll use a mate. We'll use this face to the hole. We'll make sure it's concentric. It is. Do the same over here. Okay. Roll the model. This face to this face. And concentric on that. Okay, and we'll repeat. All right. That should be good. I'm just going to double check nothing's moving. Okay, looks good. Okay. All right, so now we need some work features or reference geometry to complete this assembly. So we'll come in reference geometry and we're going to put an axis in across here. Do the same over here. Now we need some planes. So we're going to take a plane. We'll pick this face. We'll set our offset distance at 1.5. We'll flip the offset. There it is. And we'll click OK. And then we will take and do another plane. Oh boy. We'll take another plane off the first plane. We'll set the distance to 1. We'll flip the solution. And we need, let's see, this is, we need 5 of them, 6 of them. Okay, so everything's in place now. All right, so to finish up the assembly on this, it's going to be fairly straightforward. We're going to follow a pattern and kind of get everything in order here. We're going to use a little shortcut, hopefully, to speed this along. Kind of get them where I want them. All right, our first mate is going to be on this axis, or I'm going to use this little multiple mate mode. And for our first choice, I'm going to pick axis 1. And then I'm going to pick these points. So that should take care of those. We're going to do that again on axis 2 and the opposite point. Okay. We have one more mate to apply. We'll come out of the multi-mate mode. And this one is going to be one of the points to each of the planes. Number 4. All right, we have our finished assembly model and we're ready to go ahead and bring it over to the simulation site so we can make this work and function as we intended it to be. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a few tips and tricks along the way to get this assembled and ready to go for our next operation. And I hope you look forward to the next video. We'll get that up here in the very near future, next couple days, and give this a try and get your Newton's Cradle to function like it would in real life. Again, please subscribe to the channel, and if you have any ideas for our next CAD tutorial video on any of the CAD softwares, please leave that in the comments, and good luck.